The fifth round at Alton Park in Cheshire, one of the most picturesque yet demanding circuits in British motorsport, especially on the damp kind of day that confronted the drivers. Vauxhall were doubling their commitment to the championship with a car for the former champion Chris Hodgetts. Minor problems meant it missed practice, so had to do a routine handful of laps to qualify for a place on the back of the grid. This is a rear-wheel version of the successful Cavalier, teammate John Cleland having achieved his championship position with front-wheel drive.
I feel at the moment the front-wheel drive car is a better balanced car. The whole idea of Chris driving the car now is that we get some race experience with it and try and develop the car within a race. I still think that the front-wheel drive car it has a better balance and therefore is quicker through the fast corners. The car is not quite so good as the BMW is through the slow corners, but what we lose there we more than make up for in the fast ones. So at the moment I prefer the front-wheel drive car. But I'll tell you after today.
The conditions, damp yet showery, produce the regular slicks versus wet weather tyre choice for the drivers. Much debate, although Mike Newman, second from the right there, has already achieved pole position in the Listerine Sierra. Andy Rouse and Tim Harvey qualifying respectively second and third. And in fourth place, the double winner from the previous two rounds, Rob Gravitt, having a really close look at the rapidly drying track before opting, like most of the rest of the field, for slick, dry weather tyres. So the intermediates come off, the slicks go on. Frank Sittner remains a little coy about his precise choice, but elsewhere on the grid, feverish activity before the cars set off on what is apparently going to be just one warming up lap. Mike Newman has already set the field on its way. Sean Walker there drove so well into second place at Silverstone, and the 2-litre cars leaving the pit lane. Full grid lineup, Newman achieving his pole position with one perfect lap that he never came close to repeating in practice. Rouse alongside him, needing a good result to keep his championship alive. Tim Harvey and the form-man Rob Gravitt on row 2, Walker and Good on row 3, and Cleland once again leads the 2-litre qualifiers. Round 5 of the SO British Touring Car Championship, once again, Murray Walker.
For the first time in his touring car career, Blackburn's shoe tycoon Mike Newman is in an excellent pole position. Next to him, the redoubtable Andy Rouse. And that's Tim Harvey from Burford, third on the grid. And now we're inside John Cleland's Vauxhall Cavalier, but John's got a problem.
Tell me when they go green.
And lucky for John, he's in touch with his pits by radio, and they tell him. But he's slow away, and there's a bit of a nudge from the back there. He's onto the grass. Frank Sittner goes through, and at Old Hall, it's Rouse, Gravitt, Newman, Hathaway, Harvey and Walker. Then the 2-litre cars, in car with John Cleland. Ian Forrest BMW ahead of him, out of Old Hall, down to the fast left-hander at Cascades. And at Cascades, it's Rouse, Gravitt, Newman, Hathaway, Harvey, Walker, Bristow, Frank Sittner going through. In car with Gravitt, second, Rouse ahead. Round Island Bend, you can see a dry line there. It's been damp this morning. They're doing about 150 miles an hour as they go up to Shell Corner. This is where they are, second gear, 50 miles an hour. Rouse, Gravitt, Newman, in car with John Cleland, and he's off. He's onto the grass. He's lost it. No adhesion, no way he's going to stop. Straight into the tar wall. I can't ever remember John crashing a race car before, and he's been racing for nearly 20 years. Oh well, back out. Try again. What about the car? It sounds okay. Sounds okay. John fishing for gears a bit. It's going and it looks okay. That tyre wall really did its absorption job well. Druids, Rouse leads, Gravitt second, Newman third, Harvey fourth. Then it's Hathaway, Walker and Bristow together. Lodge corner. In car with Rob Gravitt. Down to Lodge at 130 miles an hour. Now round the corner into Deerleet. Fifth gear, they build up to 135 miles an hour as they come out of this. And at the end of the lap, the track still looks damp. Rouse is leading. Gravitt in second place in the white Sierra. Then it's Newman in the black one. Harvey fourth in the blue Sierra. Round the right-hander at Old Hall, and Gravitt is really pushing for the lead. But Rouse has got it. This is Cascades. increasing pace. Now, this is a replay of John Cleland at the start. Excellent 8th on the grid, fastest 2 litre. Graham Good ahead of him, gets going. There's a little bump from the back, onto the grass. Frank Sittner goes through. Now up to Old Hall Corner, the first right-hander. Ian Forrest's BMW ahead. And it's all traffic. He's onto the grass again there. He's shaping up to try and get past Forrest. Coming down to Cascades. There's Mark Hales' Mitsubishi going through on the right. Now this is Cascades. Cleland coming up. He's going to take Forrest in a minute. He's going to bob out from behind the boot lid of the BMW, and he does it. And now he's going to try and take Mark Hales. There's another BMW in front of him. Out round Island, and this is where he's onto the grass. It's damp. There is no adhesion. His tyres won't hold. The windscreen wiper's going. Here comes the tyre wall, and zonk, he's into it. Whoa. But up at the front, Andy Rouse leads Rob Gravitt, the 2 top men of 1990. Between them, they have won all 4 races so far. 2 each, very closely matched into Fulstons. Second gear, 60 miles an hour. Now up to the crest. Down to Knickerbrook, the fastest part of this magnificent circuit at Alton Park. Rouse leading, Gravitt second. Well over 550 horsepower from their turbocharged engines. And that is Netta Lindgren, the woman Swedish driver, out of the race, the leaders. And it's difficult to see how Rob Gravitt is going to be able to catch Andy Rouse and get past him now. Down to Lodge, 2 wins each. Here's the right-hander at Lodge coming up, and Gravitt is challenging, and Gravitt is through. Rob Gravitt goes through, magnificent manoeuvre, through on the inside to lead as they complete the lap, and the pit crew from Trackstar is overjoyed. Gravitt, Rouse, Newman, Harvey. And the 3rd and 4th men are still very close together. It's a clear track in front of Rob Gravitt, and there are the BMWs, the 2 litres, and the Mitsubishi. Marnie, Hall, Hales, Forrest, Baird, Whale, Chalmers. And now we're with Jerry Marnie. He's leading this pack. It looks peaceful when you're with him, but it's all action behind, and here are the leaders. No quarter. Rob Gravitt in the White Sierra leading. Rouse second. Mike Newman is still holding off Tim Harvey, 3rd and 4th. So now, up to Druids, the right-hander. Can Andy Rouse do to Rob Gravitt what Gravitt has done to him? Take him at Lodge. They're using different makes of tyre. It can make all the difference from now on. It's still Newman in 3rd position. Still Tim Harvey in 4th position. Then Sean Walker. They're all in Ford Sierra Cosworth turbos. 2 litres, turbocharged. Terrific car. And Gravitt needs all of it to keep ahead of Andy Rouse. There goes Newman, that's Walker. Now the non-turbos, they're close too. Marnie, Hall, Hales, Forrest, Whale, Chalmers. Into Dearly. In car with Marnie. He's leading this batch. And it looks damp. Yes, it is damp. He shows us where it's damp. Going out, and that's Cleland. Cleland locks up. He's done it again. John Cleland's done it again. And he's made a real job of it this time. Wow. Lucky he's got a reverse gear. Backwards onto the track. Bumper off. That's made the car a bit lighter anyway. Now, John Cleland has had virtually no sleep for a whole week because of all things he has had non-stop hiccups. It must have exhausted him. He must be furious. This is most unlike John Cleland. Now here's a replay. Out of Druids. Up into 4th gear. Down into 3rd gear. Lining up the car. Now the tyres are locked up. No way he's going to stop. In for the 2nd time. Here it is from the outside. And you can see straight in. And this time he really has damaged the Vauxhall Cavalier. Look at it. But amazingly, the car seems okay, and he's dragging a brake cooling pipe. Jerry Marney, Winker going, he's touring, Jerry Marney's in trouble. But now we're with Harvey, straight past Mike Newman into third position. So, Marney to the pits. I'm not surprised. Up comes the engine cover. It sounded a bit rough as he went past. Well, there's the BMW four-cylinder engine. And here is John Cleland, that brake pipe hanging by a thread, and he's really struggling to keep up with the Vauxhall. Look at it. So there, third, fourth, fifth. It's as close as that. Harvey, Newman, Walker, Marney out of the pits. Now that engine sounds like old boots to me.